and gentlemen. Welcome to the 7-Figure Fashion Business Podcast,
where we talk about the fashion industry and how to get your fashion business to 7 figures.
From manufacturing strategies, cut and sew designers, to fashion hot topics and the latest fashion trends, I'm your host, Monica Monique.
And I'm your host, XYZ. And let's jump into today's episode.
Hey! Back in studio.
How was your vacation?
My birthday vacation. So Milan, Italy was amazing. I love vacations.
It looked like it was
a time.
An experience.
It was an experience. I had a beautiful time. So got there on a Saturday. I think the Milan Fashion Week started that Saturday. I got there Saturday morning. I went to a Fashion Week after party that same night, like Saturday night, club in Milan, Italy. And it was a vibe. A whole bunch of models and designers were there. Like, you could tell because everybody was like tall and had like their own little sections and stuff like that. And oh my God, it was just such a good time. And then I only got in because they thought I was a model. Because like, it was like regular people showing up, and then it was like super tall girls who had their makeup and hair done and whatever. So everybody was like, oh, okay, clearly this person is in town for Fashion Week. Clearly they're a model or designer or something. So they were just like, do you have a ticket for this event or whatever? And I was like, no, I don't know. I don't know where it's at. I'm American. I don't know where the ticket is. But they were like, oh, it's fine. But like, speaking Italian, because it's, broken English, you know. So of course me saying more English words just made them more confused to the point where they were just like, oh, just come in. You look like you belong here.
Right.
So that was a good time.
So you got dressed and everything and said, I'm going to go to this place. And
got dressed. And
you planned it out.
Yes. I knew where the Fashion Week after party was. I was looking up stuff on Instagram and Eventbrite and like all of the fashion, following all the fashion designer pages that had events and fashion shows, and just follow where was the after party. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go here. And yeah, I've never been turned away at a club. Not anywhere in the world.
It's not likely for females to...
Yeah, not likely at all. So it was really fun. And then Sunday, I went to Duomo in Milan, which is this beautiful like cathedral church where you can like go up to the rooftop. It's 1,000 steps. I was so winded.
You love steps.
I love steps, but I got to like the 1,000th step and was like, all right, now when are we getting there? And then took pictures.
It was really 1,000 steps.
It was very tall to get up to the top. It was a very long walk, and then the steps were like all in a circle. I'll put a video on the Instagram maybe of me being winded going to the top, and beautiful. Again, everybody was like, oh, let me take your picture for Milan street fashion and stuff. So I got my picture taken a lot. It was beautiful. Then throughout the rest of the week, kind of followed the fashion shows that were going on and went to Rome on the weekend. Quick story, because Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. So quick story. So I'm in Rome. And a lot of the whole time when I was in Italy, I guess I look American. So everybody was like, oh, Americano, whatever. So, beautiful, beautiful, whatever. So this guy in Rome sees me and is like, oh, are you Americano? And I was like, yes, I'm American. And he was like, I love America. I've been there. I've been to Texas and I'm a Cowboys fan. And I am the wrong person to say this to, because I am like diehard Eagles. So I was like, oh, I hate the Cowboys with a passion. Hate. And he was like,
everybody hates the Cowboys.
Everybody hates the Cowboys, especially Eagles. It's Eagles versus Cowboys.
Yeah,
like
everybody
intense.
From Philly hates the Cowboys.
Intense. So the fact that I'm in Rome, Italy, and this guy, first thing he says to me is, oh, I love America. I've been to Texas, of all places, and I'm a Cowboys fan. So I instantly was like, oh, I hate the Cowboys with a passion. I hate them. Extremely. And he was like, oh no, are you an Eagles fan? Literally, that was his words. And I was like, yes, I am. And he was like, I hate you too. And I was like, and I hate you. Ciao. And he was like, ciao. And then we both walked away angrily. And I felt like this is the story of my life. Like these things, who has situations like this happen to them in Rome, Italy? So now that we're going to the Super Bowl,
right?
You know, I would like to send a shout out to that man in Rome.
If he ever finds this podcast,
if you ever find this podcast, just know I'm about that life wherever I am.
Yeah. And
the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl, and you know, have fun with your cowgirls at home, doing nothing as they should be.
I wonder if people in Dallas hate Philadelphia.
They do,
like the way we hate.
Yes, intense, and I'm here for it. But to move on. So Milan Fashion Week was beautiful. Did you keep up with any of the shows, or did you look at anything?
I just seen everything on Instagram. I watched a couple videos on YouTube.
Okay.
I was bored.
Did you look at the D Squared fashion show?
Mm-mm.
So D Squared did a fashion showcase during Milan Fashion Week, and it kind of got a lot of headway. So mostly because the style was very 2001, apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Oh, it's coming back. I feel like it's coming back. I feel like that's coming back.
Super low rise jeans.
I see it's coming back.
Christina Aguilera, dirty vibes. Von Dutch.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of like,
what is it called? D what?
D Squared.
D Squared.
Or D Squared too, but like D Squared.
Okay. I have to look at that.
And I thought it was an interesting play on the 2000s type fashion, but I don't want that look to come back.
It's coming back.
I don't like it.
It's coming back. I know it's coming back. I see it.
You see it.
But I like it.
You like it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
My favorite part is the glasses, the clear glasses, and it's kind of like a brown. It's like a brown frame. It's a look.
It's a brown frame.
It's like a brown outline.
Okay,
that's the glasses.
Okay,
then the apple bottom jeans like that.
Oh my god!
I like it. I'm loving what the girls is doing with it.
Yeah,
I like it. The girls that can dress, that can really dress it, they're gonna look cute with it, and we're gonna come back and you're gonna like it.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, but I think anybody who's wearing these super low rise jeans with the wide leg at the bottom, not like the bell bottom, you know, like super low rise with the bell bottom with the rhinestone emblem on the back, like very early 2000s. Yeah. Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera vibe,
but you know,
Paris Hilton vibe.
Fashion repeats itself.
Of course. I just want them to put a spin on 2001 fashion. I feel like
they're going to put a spin on it. They're going to put a spin on
2001 fashion. Like they just went through Paris Hilton closet and got out her wardrobe. Pretty much.
Yeah, love it though. I like it.
I want a 2023 version of 2000.
Yeah,
fashion.
that's what they're gonna do with it.
It looks like the exact same to me.
Well, we should do it. We should chime in.
What do you mean? Like do our own little 2001 collection?
2001 collection, but make it oxymoron.
Make it oxymoron. I mean, I think if the bell bottom, the low rise, you really needed a 6-pack to rock that. You really need those like abs with the V cut.
Yeah.
For that to look good. You can't have a fupa and wear that. That's why I liked the high waist jeans. They look good on everybody.
Yeah.
So I feel like that trend was perfect for girls of all sizes.
Yeah.
Versus the low rise jeans with the booty crack in the back. We ain't trying to see everybody crack. That's only cute on some people.
Yeah.
And the people is scarce.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
What about Paris Fashion Week? Have you been tuning in?
Yeah.
What's any fashion shows? I did want to mention real quick before we get off Milan Fashion Week. I did want to mention the Etro fashion show. I love their showcase. They had a whole bunch of racks of clothing in the background, oversized things. I like early 2000s with a lot of the oversized look too. But I just like their spin on it. I like the diversity. The collection wasn't necessarily cohesive, but it was nice, and I liked the way they presented it. And I felt like you could wear those pieces with other everyday clothing and like style it up a little bit. So
earlier when I was talking about, you said that I see any fashion shows. When I was watching them on YouTube, I was watching them, but I was bored.
Okay,
but
you say that about everything, but okay, because you like the fashion shows that are,
you know how we always
dramatic.
You know how we always talk about why is the models doing this or why is the fashion show. I feel like fashion shows are boring, so they have to be. I said it before, so I liked Chanel. They had the cardboard elephants.
Okay,
I liked it. The one you showed me with the
racks in the
back.
Yeah, that was each
like that. Yeah, I like
different.
I like the creative
doing something
stuff.
Different with the runway.
Yeah.
I think a lot of shows kind of did that.
Schiaparelli.
That's Paris Fashion Week.
Not
Milan. So Paris Fashion
you
Week.
just asked about Paris.
I know, but then I went back to
Milan.
Milan because I wanted to talk about that. I wanted to mention each other real quick. But Paris Fashion Week this past week.
I'm more so, you know, I like the elegant, the big, top notch designers. Even though the early 2000s, like I'm with it, but I'm more so into the event.
The event,
like all the attention kind of fashion shows, looks and stuff. Schiaparelli, you know I love Schiaparelli.
Of course.
You know we love
Schiaparelli. We've always been a Daniel Rosemary, whatever his last name is, fan. He's the new creative director of Schiaparelli over the past couple of years. Love what he's done with the brand. To me, he's revived it in a new way. Like his creativeness behind all the pieces that he creates, even like the videos that they put out on Instagram and YouTube of like, here's where the inspiration was from as far as like art. Here is the sculpture that inspired this dress. Here is the picture of this eyeball that inspired this that. I love seeing the process. And a tip to designers, like I'm always saying, you gotta show your process. It makes people buy into your brand a lot more if they see all the inspiration, all the work that went into it, all the details. Like they show like the pattern prints and like how they cut and paste different pictures onto the pattern just to see what it would look like with fish hanging off the boob or whatever. And then once you see it all come together, you're just in love.
Right.
But there was some drama, of course, with the Schiaparelli collection and the wolf. Was a wolf? No, it was a lion dress. There was 3 different ones. There were some bear heads, some lions.
Was it really
tigers.
Drama though, or did
it was drama?
Or did
it's still drama,
or did people flip it into drama?
It's still drama. So there's a thing, and I think that a lot of people who are part of a certain society or status or group don't realize that everybody don't know about these problems or these issues. So their issue with the lion head is because there are very rich people that hunt animals in order to get their heads and put them on the wall or make them sculptures, or like they'll pay millions of dollars to be able to hunt in the African safari for a lion. People in trailer parks in like local neighborhoods, we don't know nothing about their life. So like PETA and other organizations are super worried about normal people idolizing hunting. Normal people ain't worried about. Normal people are not concerned about, well, now that I've seen this dress, maybe I do want to go to Africa and hunt a lion in a safari.
Normal people are just not even going to wear that.
Normal people are not going to wear. Number one, it wasn't a real lion's head or any of the animals. It was a sculpture.
It was art.
It was art. It was a sculpture made to look realistic of a lion's head on the left boob, and then the jacket that had like the bear's head and the bear fur that Naomi Campbell wore down the runway. That wasn't real bear, and it wasn't real bear fur, I believe, either. It was just a art piece that kind of was beautiful. The jacket was gorgeous that Naomi Campbell wore down the runway. The dress that Kylie wore was beautiful.
Yes.
I think PETA's concern and a lot of these organizations' concern with the lion looking so realistic was like, we don't want to idolize hunting and killing lions. I don't think anybody idolizes that. Yeah. There are far and few people that do. Sorry. I don't want to say that nobody does.
Right.
But the average person that's looking at that dress is not thinking about, oh, well, now that I've seen this dress, let me go hunting.
Yeah.
The average person just loves the dress. And they also love the art. They love that it's not that. And then also, did you see they compared it to the Blondes coat? There was a
no.
So there's a company, the Blondes NY, and they were talking about, oh, we did it first, and it was this golden blazer where it was 2 lion heads on each shoulder, but the lion heads looked very Spirit Halloween to me. It was very like fake.
Yeah.
The around the eyeballs was like black glitter or rhinestones. Mm-hmm. The hair was very synthetic looking. I could get the fact that, okay, yours was on the left and the right shoulder and then hers was towards the right boob, but that one wasn't even a jacket. It was Kylie's Schiaparelli's was a dress with a lion on the boob. Yours was a gold jacket with the 2 lion heads on the side shoulders. But I just felt like you can't make that compare. They was not inspired by you. Ma'am. Sir. They did not. That was not the inspiration. You're pushing it. That was not it. Okay. And then they talked about the Coming to America. Did you see that clip?
No, I didn't see them.
They talked about the Coming to America. It was a scene in Coming to America where the father had like almost would look like a rug. You know when they have the rugs, they have the lion's head at the end.
Yeah.
It was like he had a rug wrapped around his shoulder, and again. That was not the inspiration. They did not copy off of you, costume designer.
The dress looked like, when I seen it, I knew who made it.
Of course, because we know Scat. So we know little Scat. We keep up with little Scat new releases. We got the EP, but go ahead.
Like I knew it, so
we know.
It looks like, it don't look like you copied that. It looks like this is what you do.
Right. This is what they do.
Yeah.
Don't play Scap and be like, oh, they was inspired by Coming to America. Daniel ain't seen that movie. Daniel is not watching Coming to America. He did not look at that little costume and be like, you know what? I got an idea for a dress.
How did you feel about Doja Cat?
Oh my God. Let me tell you.
I loved it.
I
couldn't hold it. I couldn't hold it in.
That's with Doja Cat. Let me tell you, as much as y'all be playing with Doja, number one, hold on, let's scale back. To me, Doja Cat's albums, both albums, were great albums. I don't even listen to rap music.
Right.
The fact that I have both of her albums and I know each song on the album, she seems like the type of person that really studied what makes a song good. Like her cadence going up and down in volume, switching different tones or whatever. Even the background music, the instrumentals, the way she switches it up, the way she dances. Doja Cat is a beautiful artist in a lot of ways that a lot of these new people are not.
She is.
So y'all hyped that she shaved her eyebrows and shaved her head. Y'all mad she didn't want to be Nicki Minaj? Are y'all mad she didn't want to look just like
I love Nicki Minaj,
Kim,
by the way.
Or which is exactly, y'all should be happy that she's not copying off a Nicki Minaj look, or she's not trying to be Little Kim. She's not trying to be Missy Elliott. Doja Cat is trying to be Doja Cat.
Yes.
And y'all were so mad that she didn't look like what y'all wanted her to look like. Like Saweetie.
I loved it. It's art. It's fashion. It's
art.
Her. I looked at that and I'm like, okay, that's Doja Cat.
The fact that they took 30,000 Swarovski crystals and put them on one by one irks me, though. Because I feel like y'all could have put the Swarovski crystals on a spandex anything and had her put it on and cut out eye holes and then just did the crystals individually on her eye holes versus her sitting in the chair for 24 hours getting each crystal put on. Come on now. Save the girl some time. Save her some time. You could have just put it individually on her.
It probably wasn't going to hit the same.
Y'all could have made it hit the same. I would have been like, I ain't got time to sit there now. Y'all lost it.
I would have sat there.
How much am I getting paid to sit here?
She probably got paid a lot. She probably got paid a lot.
Did she get paid a lot just to sit there?
I'm pretty sure.
Because then she got to wash it off. At least if they had a bodysuit that had the crystals on it, when she took it off, it could have went into a museum. Mm-hmm. And that would have been lit.
Yeah.
Versus she scrubbed it off in the shower and now we don't got them crystals no more. So to me, that was a lost opportunity.
So how do you get invited to... You got to get invited to those fashion shows?
Yeah, we're going to get invited this year, though, for the September ones.
Yeah.
Because
you can't just buy a ticket.
We are fashion press.
Yeah.
We are giving you the news. We need to be in the room.
And we love Schiaparelli, so.
And we love Schiaparelli. We're gonna interview him inside the design house.
Yes.
Because we are such huge fans. But yeah, I love Doja Cat look. So speaking of her
Schiaparelli,
looks,
come on the show.
Daniel, you mean?
Daniel, come on the show.
And some of the other Schiaparelli team members, the intern, please hit us up. If you are an intern at Schiaparelli, we want to hear from you. But what was I going to say? The other look that Doja Cat wore at Paris Fashion Week, did you see it was the Victor and Ralph, and she had the men's suit with the fake eyebrows and fake mustache on.
Yeah.
So I also loved the Victor and Ralph show. It was a lot of like dramatic oversized blazers. It was dresses and haute couture pieces that were off to the side and just super commercialized art.
Yeah,
it was art. Like they had a lot of corsets that had tulle from the bottom of the corsets, or the dress was hanging off the side. It was sideways.
Yeah, I seen that one.
I loved it. It's dramatic. This is more of what you like.
Art. Yeah, you know I love.
I'm sure you would not have been bored at this fashion show. Not at all. And hopefully we can put that on the screen. But not at all.
I'm gonna add all the clips in.
If you follow our YouTube, we'll have those clips in there. But yeah, so that was Victor and Rolf. And did you see that she had said in the interview, Doja Cat said, y'all were mad that I didn't have eyebrows in the last video, so in the Schiaparelli, so I put on some eyebrows for y'all.
Yeah.
And people were like, oh, why did she put on eyebrows for the people? It was a joke. Yes. She was clearly being dramatic. Y'all don't have a sense of humor?
But what's wrong? I think people that's not in the fashion world, they just don't understand. It's fashion. Like it's
fashion. And they was like, she was like, y'all were mad that I didn't have on eyelashes, so I put on some eyelashes for y'all.
But I'm pretty sure in person at the fashion shows, the fashion people loved it. I'm pretty sure.
I am sure. Because it was beautiful. Yeah. And it was an ode to art. Yeah. An ode to fashion.
We forgot to talk. Well, I forgot to mention when we talk about Kylie and the Lion.
Yeah, what about it?
They was on social media. They basically tried to paint the picture that Kylie and the model showed up.
Let's talk about this.
Showed up
in the same dress.
Showed up in the same dress, wearing the same dress.
First of all, okay, so y'all clearly ain't never been to a fashion show or a fashion presentation. Designers send looks to the celebrities that are going to be in the audience, pieces from their collection to wear to the fashion show. Yeah. Either pieces from their current collection, pieces from their last collection, pieces they have in the store, but they usually want their audience members to have to be a representation of their brand. Yeah. So Fendi will send pieces to Kim K or people that are going to be sitting in front row of the Fendi collection. Yeah. So that
everybody knows that though.
Yeah. So why
supposedly? But
apparently not.
The blogs.
The blogs don't.
The blogs all of the blogs.
That's why they should just let us comment on it because
but then when you read the comments. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the comments like, imagine being that rich and you still show up to the party and somebody's still wearing the same thing as you.
Y'all think?
I'm like, oh my god, are y'all dumb? Are y'all stupid? This is why you guys need.
Lord Jesus.
This is why this podcast is necessary. This is why you guys need fashion education.
Fashion education. Yes. If I'm gonna have a fashion show, I want the main people in the front row to represent the brand as well.
Mm-hmm.
It was clear.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not clear to the average person, possibly.
Yeah. No, I was with somebody.
That's literally what happened.
I was with somebody and they was on their phone and they said it, and I'm like, no. First of all,
like
let me tell you that's
how
not,
this works.
Yeah.
He's
like, oh, that makes sense. I'm like, yeah.
But since the regular person wants to be more into fashion now, tune into Seven Figure Fashion Business and learn a little something.
Learn a lot.
And add in your commentary as well. But for sure, I want y'all to be aware, like, that happens at fashion shows, almost at every fashion show. I think because that piece was so iconic, and I'm going to say iconic, in such a standout piece, people noticed it more that the model wore what Kylie wore. But like literally every other fashion show, if it was just a blazer and somebody in the audience was wearing the same blazer, y'all wouldn't. Yeah.
But it was a video. They was trying to in the video they was trying to get the actual moment when the model was walking down and Kylie seen it. Mm-hmm. She just was sitting there regular.
Of course.
And they was trying to make it like, oh, her face, she's so mad.
Why do people make something out of nothing? Stop playing.
Oh, God.
You think that the designer of the gown didn't know that Kylie was going to wear that? They literally dressed the models and they literally sent the dress to her. That moment.
They put them together and was like, who wore it better? But they didn't even have a standstill picture of the model. They had the video.
Bro.
So I'm like, don't it make sense that that's clearly the model walking down the runway and not somebody else wearing it?
Right.
Are y'all dumb? Are y'all stupid?
God. I'll tell you what, I would love to wear that coat with that Naomi Campbell wore though.
Yeah.
With the
that's you.
Shoulder. Because it is fake. Guys, I really don't want y'all to be offended like, oh, you're representing for people who kill animals or anything. The coat is fake. It's art. It's a sculpture. Just please.
This is my first time hearing you say it's art.
No, I say that all the time.
You hate. No, you hate it. You hate
because you say it's art about stuff that I just like be like, bro, that's a trash bag as a purse. That's not art. That's a hefty trash bag.
That's art.
It's a trash bag. But you know what? Also, so real quick, I wanted to talk about what you might call it. There's a clip. I'll put it on our Instagram too. There's a clip of what's the guy? He passed away, Off-White.
Yeah.
What's his name? Virgil.
Yeah.
There's a clip of Virgil talking about this like can, right? And like all right, so right now DHA has like a Red Bull can sitting on the table. And the can in a supermarket or at your local Poppy store, it's worth what? $2, $4, whatever the price says. But if you put that can in an all-white room, a large all-white room with white pedestals, and that can is sitting on one of the white pedestals, and it has a glass cover over the can, and you put that, the price is $1,950. Doesn't it look like that can is worth it? Yeah. Because it's in an art museum. Yeah. It looks iconic. It's the art. Only thing in the room.
That is art.
I think a lot of people have to understand the room is placed in matters. Mm-hmm. How you set something up matters. Similar to how I was talking about before with showing the background of the design and how you came up with the design and all this stuff. I have a brand in my store who beautiful person. Love her personality. I recently started showcasing her collection in my store. And she's always saying to me, like, I don't understand why, I don't really get any sales on my website or in my store, but well, maybe you have a bigger audience or maybe you have bigger clientele that when I put her stuff in my store, I get sales every week, sales every day. And I think it's more about the room you put it in. The way her store is set up is, sorry. Yeah. The way her store is set up is like all different items, all different accessories, some kitschy, trendy stuff, some kid stuff, some, you know, all different types of stuff. But in my store, I have mostly like luxury gowns in a certain section. So I put all of the diamond pieces in a certain section, or the earrings in the glass case that match with the gowns that are in the same price range. And I raise the price on the earrings and the things that are in that section because they are worth more, because there are the design, everything is worth more. It's a more thoughtful piece. And the things that are more kitschy and cute and colorful, I'm going to put next to a mannequin that's kitschy and cute and colorful. And then I'm going to like set it up in a certain way, and I'm going to style it. I'm going to put the purse with the hat that matches the dress and put that in the window in the mannequin. So when people walk in there, instantly like, oh, I know how to style this item, so I'm going to buy this item. Again, the way you set it up, the way you present it, means a lot, and it can determine how much you can sell it for. That same can of Red Bull that's $2.99 at the Poppy store could go for $2,000 in an art museum. And I think you have to treat your fashion collections the same way, or whatever business you're in. If you're a fashion blogger, if you're not in fashion at all and you just listen to this podcast for fun, but maybe you're in IT, or maybe you bake cakes, please consider your presentation. We're talking about Fashion Week and like the different runway backgrounds and all these other things. Your presentation matters. And I just wanted to leave you all with that.
I learned it in the store too. You saying it, but I already like sat back and like watched and observed it about you.
Yeah.
You set the store up real nice. You set up everything real nice.
Yeah. And I think that always also has to do with me being like a visual merchandiser for a couple stores before I opened my store. Yeah. I learned how people visually set up their stores, and I kind of take that into account. And now I study that as like...
You get compliments on how the store is set up all the time, though.
All the time. And a lot of times, and keep this in mind too, real quick, a lot of times I don't have new inventory in the store. I just switch it up from left to right, or front to back. Or I put the gowns up front and put them on one side of the room and put the accessory stand somewhere different. And then I move the everyday type clothing to the back of the store and set it up with the mannequins different, or I put the pedestals in different places. And people will walk in, the same people that were in the store last week will walk in and be like, oh, this is new, let me try this on. I know for a fact it ain't new. I just put it from the front to the back, or I just put the lighting on it, or I just put it on the mannequin this week. But your presentation matters, and those little changes and differences, like a lot of the times people are like, oh, why isn't this selling? Present it differently. If it's not selling on Instagram, put it on TikTok. If it's not selling on TikTok, put it on Facebook Marketplace. If it's not selling in your store, being set up with a pile of other clothing that's all different colors, maybe just put one color on the rack. Maybe make it like a rainbow. Maybe do a pink rack, a yellow rack, an orange rack, and play with your display and see how it sells. And you can do that digitally online, and you can do that in person too. But just try some different habits, try some different setups.
Lesson of the week.
Lesson of the week. All right, guys, I enjoyed this episode, Z. What about you?
Tune in next week for another lesson.
For another lesson. All right, guys, so make sure you count your blessings.
Before you count your money.
Before you count your moolah. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.